I was actually, speaking of Broadway, doing Hamilton at the time, and I got this email from my agents, and it said David Fincher audition. So I said yes immediately before reading about what it was, just because I'm such a David Fincher fan. And then in the material for the show, and as you know, because you've watched most of it, the scenes are really long and dense and complicated, and you just never get that in a film and TV sort of scenario. Usually it's 4-page scenes. These were like long 15-page psychological deep dives. And so the material seemed so exciting, and then the idea of working with David. So I put myself on tape, and then the next day they asked me to fly out on my day off from Hamilton to go to LA to meet him, which I did.
What was that like?
You know, I'd met him 7 years before when I auditioned for The Social Network.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the Justin Timberlake part, for Sean Parker.
Oh, wow.
And some auditions you just remember forever, and sitting with David Fincher and working with him for a couple of hours on that material, I just became obsessed with his brain and the way that he talked, and he's such a charismatic, intelligent person. Obviously, I didn't get that part, but I never forgot that experience. So I thought when I met with him in LA that I was going to be like, hi, I'm the guy 7 years ago that I don't know if you remember, but he was like, I remember you exactly, and the role is yours, and let's talk about Pittsburgh and not getting sick for a year because you have to work every day, and it was really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, you are the lead of the show. There are other characters, and as most shows do, it expands a little bit to a couple other characters in their home lives. But you are essentially in every frame, every scene of this show.
Most of them, yeah. It was really awesome. Like he was telling me in the room, just so you know, it's going to be a lot of work. And I was like, just so you know, that makes me really excited. I love, I'm one of those actors that I just love doing it. So
acting's fun. I mean, if you really like acting and doing it, like someone telling you that you're going to be acting all day.
Yeah, I'm like, I remember, when I started doing theater and my mom was driving me around and I had it was the tech rehearsal and it was 12-hour days during tech. I was like, yes, I get to be in the theater for 12 hours. And yeah, to get to spend all that time and work with someone like him is just awesome. And the rest of the cast and the material, everyone keeps asking me oh gosh, it's such dark, intense subject matter. Was it hard to dive in there? And I think John Douglas, who wrote the book Mindhunter, in his book and in his life and in all of his books, my character is sort of inspired by him. He talks a lot about the psychological toll that it took on him talking to the serial killers and even more so the victims. But as an actor, the scenes are so meaty and the characters that we're talking to and the character I get to play is so complicated and multi-layered and interesting that I would leave set on a high and couldn't wait to get to work every day to sort of dive into the material.